Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome back to another edition of Chalk Talk with your host, me, JB. I have a familiar foe here again, Coach Hunter. How you doing?
Amari, how you doing?
Oh, Coach, I'm doing great. Coach, you're coming off a big Thursday night win at Hedgesville High School. You guys put up 43 points. You had a stumble this season. You started to win. I wouldn't say a stumble, good game against Martinsburg, even though you came out on the wrong side. You came back with a big win against Hedgesville. How are you guys feeling now going into the end of the season, the stretch, into the playoffs?
I guess with the front part of the schedule we had, I think we feel like we've been tested. So I feel like we can go to battle with anybody. You see a Spring Mills, a Martinsburg, a Sharando, a Spring Valley. You've seen those four teams at the beginning of your schedule. You feel like that you can go play with anybody at this point in time of the year now. So I feel like we've been tested enough. So I think the kids are ready to get going in the second half of the season. This is a chance for us to get back to 500 ball, push us up in the rankings, so we can get a favorable opponent in the playoffs.
Well, we talked earlier this year. Like I said, I thought that you guys had a gauntlet of a schedule at the beginning of the year. You seem to turn things around. Um, how is the kids responding knowing that you're trying to win out, but at the same time, you still make the playoffs regardless? How are the kids responding to that new aspect of things this year? Because it's something we've never seen before.
It's the message that we send as coaches. We send a message that it's not about we're already in the playoffs. Now it's about what are we playing for? We're playing for home field, a home field game, and you want to play favorable matchups. You don't want to see some of them teams that we saw early in the season in the first round of the playoffs. So I mean that's what you're playing for. You're playing for home field. How many home games can we get? And then playing for the matchups that you feel favorable towards you, to keeping the success going.
Let's talk about the progression of your defense. At the beginning of the season, you gave up a lot of points against a Spring Mill team who seems to be pretty legit. But then you turn around and you give up 42 points against Martinsburg, but it's not indicative, I think, of how the game went. Then you hold Hedgesville to 13. How has your defense improved week in and week out going into this week's game?
Just growth. I mean, it's just growth. I mean, there's a lot of not really a lot of it's a lot of new kids that have come in and played positions that they haven't really been typically playing on a varsity level. So as they grow into those positions, the defense is starting to grow into its own and forming into something that can get stops for us, get turnovers for us, things of that nature, so we can get the ball back in the offense's hands, so we can get in our groove, and get things going.
Offensively, what do you think has been the biggest growth of your offense from week one to now?
O line. O
Well,
line, the O line has gotten better since week one to now. We've been able to, bear down our running attack, get our running attack going, and then actually also be able to get the ball out to our playmakers on the outside too.
every single week I talk to coaches and I ask, what are the keys to beating Jefferson? And everybody talks about speed. How has your speed been something that you can rely on throughout the year this year? And, I'd say every year, because every year I'm on here, everybody says Jefferson's speed. What is it like coaching the speed that you have year in and year out?
Uh, you know, it's not bad, that's for sure. But you gotta make sure that it can't be just speed. I mean, you're a wide receiver. You gotta be able to run routes. You gotta be able to catch the ball. You gotta be able to understand the concepts of what we're doing and how to do things correctly. So, it's great to have the speed out there, but it's also teaching them, everything that goes along with having the speed and using the speed correctly. You can have the speed and not use it right. So it's not bad. It's actually fun to have the speed out there.
You play like say the Sharandos, the Millbrooks in throughout the years. You've been playing at South Hagerstown here lately. What is it like stepping outside of EPAC, which I feel is the best conference in West Virginia football? What's it like being able to step outside of the conference and play these out of state teams?
We try to put together a schedule that balances up a little bit. So, we know the EPAC is going to be tough. So we try to get some, early in the season, we try to get some balance in there where get some tough out of conference opponents to get us ready for the later on EPAC opponents that we're going to have. So, it's good to step out so you're not seeing the same people all the time, but it's good to get outside your box and play some other teams and see some other teams and see some other competition besides the guys that you always see. So hopefully, we'll get some more on there next year. I think we're going to try to get some more in-state people on there next year that are closer. So
So you've played South Hagerstown for a couple of years now. Give me two big keys that you guys are going to need to walk away Friday night with the W and continue moving forward onto the 500, the winning record into the playoffs.
We're going to have to definitely contain their running attack, keep their quarterback in the pocket, keep their running back under control. He gave us fits a couple years ago. And then offensively, we're just going to get on blocks and open the holes and creases so we can run the ball. And then that running the ball hopefully open up our passing attack.
Well, you know what I always say, the passing game always opens up the run game, but it's all the same, the run, the pass, it's all the same. But coach, I like to wish you the best of luck tomorrow night, that you're healthy. I say it here all the time here at Home Team Sports. We want to see our kids succeed both on and off the field. We look forward to having you guys tomorrow at Jefferson High School, and then a couple weeks after that into the playoffs. We hope that you continue success and have a good game tomorrow.
Thank you.